Hi everyone, it's Dia with Eat, Run, Plan, Repeat. Welcome back to my channel. Today I just thought I would show you guys a little flip through of how I'm using my current planners. I've been using the Passion Planner and a B6 Stalogy. This is a medium Passion Planner. It used to be called the Pro, and I've been using these two things together since the beginning of the year, and it's worked really well for me. But I am going to have some changes coming. I was already looking to next year and got a little excited, and I'm going to change up my planner within the next week or so. So if you want to make sure you see those videos and my updated planning, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post those videos. Okay, so like I said, I don't want to make this too long. I actually have a photo shoot in a couple hours, so I need to try and hurry up and record this. I'm going to start with this notebook. This is my B6 Stalogy. I purchased it on Amazon, and I purchased this leather cover from Sojourner. This is the B6 Getty on Getty, and I love it. It scratches really easy, but I love that. I don't even know where that little circle came from, but I love all the character that it's getting. It's a really soft leather, so I do put, I don't want to show you my addresses. I do put it in both sides of the leather cover. Otherwise, this side would just be way too floppy. This I use as my running to-do list. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm sure you've seen it. I kind of started it off like this, just putting the day of the week at the top and what I have to do. I love a running to-do list. I live by a running to-do list. And I was just putting some decorative things in here. One of the reasons my planner system is changing is because this season of my life, I'm usually extremely busy, so I need to change things up a bit. Right here, I had some tabs that I made, and I thought they were really cute, but I kind of got tired of them, so I just cut them off. But I was doing a little bit of drawing, just trying to make it pretty. And then you can tell I started to get a little bit busier and didn't have as much time. And then I started keeping a weekly view in here because my schedule is getting busier and I like to see that at a glance. I do plan on my cell phone as well. I have a client software system that syncs with my phone and my calendar on my computer and everything. So I do have that, but as I'm planning my week, I like to have it written out beside me. So this is just a peek at some of the weeks that I did. And then I started to keep notes in here as well, kind of like a bullet journal. I just needed extra space to write some other lists down, so I started putting them in between my different weeks. This was the Sojourner meetup I went to. I had so much fun. I got to meet James Burke. My name tag. So that's it. I don't want to bore you with it, but this is just how I do my daily to-do list. This is working really well for me, but I'll tell you in a little bit why I'm still going to be changing things. This is probably going to become my journal cover, and right now I journal in a regular traveler's notebook. I don't want to let this notebook go to waste, and I'm not sure if I'm going to still use it as a to-do list because my new system is going to have space for that built into it. But I love this cover so much, and I love holding this cover, so I think I'm just going to continue to use this as my journal because I really like this paper too. This was from James Burke as well. So that's my extra little notebook. This one goes everywhere with me. It fits in my purse perfectly, so I take that everywhere. And this is my Passion Planner. This is the Passion Planner Pro, or the medium size. It was the Pro when I got it. I love how the pages look once you start using them. Some people who use washi and all that stuff, theirs is so pretty and chunky, but I am just a pen and paper planner, so I don't have any of that going on. I did make these tabs myself because I couldn't find just plain tabs. So I made these. They're not the best. They look okay in photographs, but honestly, I'm not sure how much longer they would last. They'd probably last to the end of the year, but it's all good. So I know I've done a flip through of my Passion Planner before, but I'll show you what I've been kind of doing lately. I was taking the time to go ahead and write all these different things in my goals and places to go. And I was taking the time to make my monthly planner look pretty, but that kind of started to go away. This is June. I'm still doing all of my stuff. I'm just going to flip through kind of quick. You guys can pause it if you want to, or you can go to my Instagram, Eat, Run, Plan, Repeat, and I have pictures of all these pages in there as well. I keep my trackers in here. I keep track of my followers. I usually put a quote here. Keep track of the meals for the week. I was doing a 100-day challenge, walking 3 miles a day, so I was keeping track of that up there. And then this is when things kind of started to change. My daughter starts cheer. My son is home from college. It's wedding season, so we're really busy photographing events. And I just kind of fell behind on my monthly reflections and all of this. And then as you can tell, my July, I didn't do any of this part, and it's starting to look really plain. And then here's July. And then you'll see that I even stopped keeping track of the dinners we were eating because everything is just so chaotic with my son home from college and both of my kids work. Some days they're home, some days they're not. Some days we have visitors or we're enjoying our summer. So that kind of went away. And then I have nothing there. And I haven't been keeping track of the good things. I was still trying to make things look a little pretty in here. And then this is end of July, beginning of August, and I just had no time. And then you can see I almost made it to the end of my 100-day walking challenge, but I just couldn't. It takes an hour to do it, and we're just so busy. We travel a lot with our photography, so some days are wake up, travel, photograph a wedding all day, and then by the time we get home, it's really late, so I kind of let that one go. Again, I didn't do my monthly reflections. And then this is the current month. As you can see, I have a lot going on. People ask me all the time how I keep it so neat. I write everything in pencil first. So all of my scheduled stuff I'll write in, and then I'll go back in with pen after and write it back in and erase the pencil. And this month, I just didn't make any time to do any of this extra stuff, and that makes me a little sad. This is the current week right now. Again, still haven't had time to really do much. I'm just writing in what's happening, penciling in my appointments, and then writing everything in between. I like to go ahead and keep track of everything I do throughout the day for several reasons. One, it's a memory keeper. Two, sometimes I have to refer back to it and go, oh, when did I post that? Or when did I edit that? And I can, or when did we go out to that place? And I can go back here and look and see when we did it. It's been really helpful for that. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and show you some of my collections that I have in the back of this book. I made myself a little vision board at the beginning of the year I like to look at, and I just put some packing tape over it to protect it. Then I have my morning affirmations that I like to read every day, and I just printed them up. I've had these for years, and I usually just print them up in whatever size planner I have and stick them in. So this is where they are right now. And then I have all these blank pages that I haven't used and won't use. I've showed this before. I had a birthday tracker and a cleaning schedule. Both of these went out the window. I never finished this, and my cleaning is whenever I get a chance. Okay, sorry, my dogs just went crazy, but I'm so excited because this is actually what I've been waiting for. So I will be switching my planner a little sooner than I thought. Okay, so let me go ahead and finish. I'm really excited. Now I just want to open that, but I'm going to do an unboxing on that one as well. Really quick before I forget too, if you're curious, these are the pens and pencils I use in here. This is the Pentel .7. This is my absolute favorite pencil of all times. These ones last for years, and they're a favorite of my entire family. They're a little bit costly, but like I said, they last forever as long as we don't lose them. We have them for a long time. And then this is the pen that I've been using in this planner. It's the Platinum Preppy. I tried a couple of other fountain pens, but they bled through or did a little bit too much ghosting, but this one works really well in here. So that was my cleaning schedule, birthday tracker. Next, I have this savings planner, which I have not been filling out. I need to go back through and shade a lot of these in, but I kind of just did this for fun. Next is my bill tracker, and I don't want to show you guys that necessarily, but let me show you one of the blank pages. So I haven't done it for this month yet, but I'll usually go in and write in all of our bills and then highlight them as soon as we pay them. I just like to keep track of it on paper. We do use Quicken, but seeing things visually on a piece of paper is just so much different and easier sometimes because you just flip open the page. You don't have to find the program and all that stuff. So I drew those out through the end of the year. This is my 100-day project. This was the project where I was going to walk at least 3 miles a day. It was going really well until the 74th walk. I was just too exhausted. Some of these walks we did at like 10 or 11 o'clock at night after we got back from shooting a wedding or an event. And just that day, I just couldn't do it. And then I believe when it got to right around here too, it was the same thing. We either had to get up at 5 in the morning to do it, or we had to do it really late at night. I started this 100-day project during my other 100-day project, which was a doodle a day project. And I think maybe it was a little bit too much too, because sometimes I would spend an hour doing my doodle. So an hour doing that plus an hour doing this. As I got busier, it just became, I don't want to say impossible because anything's possible. I just didn't make the time for it anymore. So I almost made it. I am willing to forgive myself for not doing this one. I think I am going to probably go ahead and start another challenge though. It'll probably be a 30-day challenge and it's going to be yoga. Next is my 100-day project, and this was my doodle a day project. This one was a lot of fun. Like I said, it took a lot of time some days. The purpose of doing this was to learn how to use my iPad and my iPad pen a little better. I wanted to get better with Procreate and thought about drawing stickers for my planner and maybe having them printed. So I decided to do this project, and it was a pain sometimes, but it was a lot of fun. And I decided to put all of the pictures and print them out, and I love having them in here, and I love looking back at them. It makes me happy and I feel accomplished when I look back at them. And that's it. These were the last ones, and then that's the last page of my planner. So that is it. I have loved this passion planner. Oh yeah, I told you that I would tell you why I'm switching my system. So for next year, I only wanted to carry one book around with me, not two. And I love the passion planner, but there's no space in it to keep track of my to-do list. So that's why I've had this. And I wanted everything in one place. And then not only that, I wanted a smaller planner that I could take with me everywhere. And this one's just too big. It won't fit in my purse. It will fit in my Kanken, but I want to be able to possibly throw it in one of my purses and just not have it be so big. So I started to look at the smaller passion planner, but then I was feeling like the lines were a little too small, and I also like to use fountain pens, and this paper can't always handle all of the colors of fountain pens. If you notice, I do use pink in some of them to document my daughter's stuff. And if I leave that pen in its place for a little bit too long, it will bleed through. So that's another reason why I started looking into another planner, and I really wanted a weekly layout just like this one and a place to put my to-do list. And like I said, I gave you a little sneak peek of what's coming next. So keep an eye out for that video. I also have a cover coming for it, and I'll show you guys that and show you my new setup as soon as I'm all ready. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. If you want to check out more of these planners, you can check them out on my Instagram. And be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.